Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
A very good Tuesday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage, live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Presented by Play Alberta. Thank you to everyone for listening across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams at edmontonsportstalk.com, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Apple Music. Thank you to those watching on YouTube or those listening in podcast, wherever you get your podcast. We appreciate you as well. Tom Gazzola, Matt Iwanyk with here. Zachary Kubusch of the EST Afternoons and the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. He's in the house early today. It's been a while. Coop, how are we doing today?
Well, I'm doing good. I wouldn't say early. I kind of arrived a few minutes before the show starts. Now, in my mind, the entire way getting here, usually, Maddie, you've told me to be here at least 15 minutes before being on air. And I apologize publicly that I was not here technically on time. I always forget that traffic is bad in the morning, especially before 9 o'clock, because usually I'm not here before 9 o'clock.
Well, then
so
that's why I said you're early.
So
you want to call
early.
yourself out for that? That's on you. I was saying early just because, usually not here till what? Closer to 11, 10:30?
Yeah, 10:30. I've started coming in a little bit earlier. Like I used to roll in around 11, get a good sleep in. But now, Hernan usually complains about going to bed too late. So I've been doing the opposite, trying to
Go to bed
early, put the blue light away and stuff like that. I tuned into the post-game show with Tom Gazzola here and Matt and Ben Thompson. You guys got fired up. It was a good post-game show. Watched most of it. And then
Appreciate that.
Finished Brant Myers' book, Painkiller.
Yeah.
Which was book, pretty good. Yeah, it was an unbelievable story. I mean, I knew parts of it. For those who don't know, I mean, he was here on the Hangout, I think, late last month.
We should get him back in.
He was great.
He was awesome on the Hangout. Up for Hangout of the Year in the early nominees, I think.
Nice.
Right? We got our little folder and stuff like that. We've been keeping better track of that, by the way, Maddie. You had to sit us down and say...
You got Matt angry by not keeping track. I'm guilty of it, too. I think I put like 1 or 2 submissions in there. I apologize, Matt. I let you down.
The last 6 months, I really started... Oh, yeah, the Estes are right around the corner, and then we started getting emails and stuff. It's usually how it goes, but the reminder was needed, and I've been updating them every day. But,
very good.
Myers'
every day
book,
might be a bit much. Every day might be a bit much.
Well, if there's something every day, that's ST worthy.
Right? You ready to go through 365
rather do
different
that.
I would rather
category?
go through and cross things out than have to think back of what happened over the last year.
Okay. Good job.
Straight
Coop.
up.
Thank you. Just doing my job.
Also, good job wearing a poppy.
Is that okay on the hat?
No, it's not.
I actually Googled that yesterday.
And?
I was wondering. I found one of the things says it's not disrespectful.
Okay, well, this is from the Royal Canadian Legion.
Okay, thank you, because I was looking that up yesterday.
Probably who can dictate where the poppy is to be worn.
I'd agree.
The poppy should be worn with respect on the left side over the heart. The Legion's lapel poppy is a sacred symbol of remembrance and should not be affixed with any pin that obstructs the poppy. Also available through some branches is the Legion's reusable black center poppy pin to affix your lapel poppy. And when to wear a poppy is also very important because this is, I think, unknowingly... It's done, and I don't think the intent is bad when you see it. The lapel poppy should be worn during the remembrance period from the last Friday in October until November 11th. The Legion encourages the wearing of poppies at funerals of veterans and for any commemorative events such as a memorial service or the anniversary of the Battle of Vimy Ridge as well. It is not appropriate to wear a poppy during other times to commemorate fallen veterans, and it is an individual choice to do so. So just a good reminder there.
I didn't know it was last Friday of October. That's one thing I didn't know, and now I've fixed the poppy. I have it on my shirt now.
I learned something today too about like Battle of Vimy Ridge. It's okay to wear, and then funeral of a veteran. So
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I think I remember learning that briefly in school, but I always just realized the importance, like in early November, to wear a poppy and just.
this is good.
Yes. So I knew the very basic things of it, but I'm glad that you explained it fully. Now
I think it's for me and for everyone that we understand how to wear it properly and with respect.
I like the sticker poppies, but sometimes they don't fit on certain pieces of clothes.
I don't know if the Royal Canadian Legion appreciates the sticker poppy as much as the lapel poppy.
I think it might be, yeah.
I think any way, if you're wearing a poppy, you're wearing a poppy.
Yeah, but you like
It's I'll give the as long as you have some sort of Poppy representative there, I think they'd be happy with that.
Probably.
I always thought the license plate was cool. To have the veteran have the Poppy on it. And when I was a kid, I didn't realize that it was for veterans. And I was like, wow, how do I get one of those when I grow up and get a car? Well,
Okay.
veteran.
I love in England, their soccer teams have a Poppy in the middle of their jersey, right at the upper part for Remembrance Day for them.
Nice.
I
Yeah, I
think
like
it's
that.
still Remembrance Day. But yeah, they add it to the jersey, which is really cool.
Like NHL teams, Canadian ones, and then CFL teams, you'll see the Poppy decal. That is the proper pronunciation of decal, not decal. That is wrong. They'll put them on their helmets, which is a nice touch.
And I always actually enjoy, like, obviously a Raptors head coach generally has a Poppy on because they represent the home team in Canada. But hockey coaches across the board generally have a Poppy.
Yeah.
That's what I really, I don't know. It's just something about, now most of them are Canadian.
Yeah.
But it's just a really nice touch that, John Cooper in Tampa often will have a Poppy or something on. And no other NBA coach is wearing, and it's just not a thing down south. They don't do the Poppy thing. But it's just cool that like the hockey coaches across the board seem to all just wear it.
Yeah.
I noticed one of the Oilers staff members, I think, had the Poppy on the right side because the Oilers logo is on the left side of whichever zip up they had.
And as
So
we
they
learned
put it on
today,
the other
that would
side.
be
Correct.
incorrect.
Incorrect. Sorry. Yeah,
left-
you have
left
to
over the
wear it
hearts.
on the left, but there's
Over
no.
the
Sorry. Yeah. Am I gonna have a pop quiz at the end of the?
No.
No.
No, it was just a very
just,
simple question.
Yeah. Well, usually I struggle with those.
No, you don't. You do very good in a lot of situations. I was going to add, the Irish don't like the Poppy because it has a different symbolism to them. Yeah. Apparently, there's a legendary, quote unquote, Edmonton media story where a guy, I think it was an old writer, I'm not going to say who, was wearing a Poppy in an Irish bar, and he was threatened by some Irish gentleman who told him to take that effing thing off. And when they came back from the bathroom, he better have it off. And then the bartender said, "You better just get out of here. Don't worry about your tab. It's better that you leave."
Yeah. Just go.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know too much
Easy
about
way to get a
Irish
free
history.
meal.
But is it?
Yeah,
you
I
should
think it
go
was a
do that.
beer
We
or
should go do
two.
that,
So
yeah.
anyway.
But at Kelly's, it would be fine to wear.
You know what, man? I don't even I'd have to ask, but because it's kind of an Irish bar, but it's more of a Canadian bar, so I think it would be okay.
It's a nice vibe.
I would check in with Pete and Kelly and the staff and Scott in there. Stevie.
Supposedly, well, not supposedly. I do have an Irish friend, and she told me that if you go to a certain pub here in Edmonton or in surrounding areas, I think, and order in the like Irish tongue, like I don't know, their Gaelic or Gallic language,
Yeah.
you could get certain percentage off a beer if you order it.
Really?
Yeah, in
There's a few Irish bars.
Yeah.
Like Burns, Kelly's.
Yes.
I think Duggan's. Is Duggan's not Irish?
Duggan.
That's Scottish.
Oh, really?
Is it more Scottish?
Maybe it is more Scottish.
I don't know.
I think there's a few.
And I actually learned what proper haggis was.
Oh, it's Irish. No, you're right. Irish pub.
Yeah.
Duggan's is an Irish pub.
Fergie's Prostate brought some haggis in when I was on the Hangout that one time, and I enjoyed some of it. I don't know if it was properly made haggis.
It was
but
done by their chef out at the rugby club or something like that.
It's like beef intestines or
Yeah.
beef
Yeah, don't they
stomachs
stuff
like
the
lamb.
intestines
or
and
lamb
stuff like
stomach,
that?
something like that. Yeah.
which I was not fully aware of when I tried it. I thought it was like.
So would you eat it again?
I actually liked it.
I know you did. That's what I'm wondering. But now that you know what it is, would you eat it again?
Well, now that I've already been through it and I didn't mind it,
Yeah.
I don't really care. I mean,
you're
the
a
way that
hungry boy.
yogurt's made, or they were talking about cottage cheese on the morning show. It's not too appetizing. Like,
Who says cottage cheese isn't appetizing?
I mean, Eric's tried it a couple times. Trev had it once, and he doesn't like
Cottage
it.
cheese is fantastic.
I love it.
Oh, give me a big
Yeah.
bowl. I can't. If I buy a container of cottage cheese, it'll go in like 2 days.
Oh yeah.
That stuff's delicious.
You get the not the oversized one, but like
I'll crush an
medium one.
oversized one too, Mike, because
Oh,
I could
okay,
eat.
yeah.
I could eat that hell out of that.
Nice, awesome. Yeah.
I don't
What do you
like
put in
cottage
it, though?
cheese. I don't
Just
need
salt?
anything.
Just plain.
I'll just eat cottage cheese.
You're
Well, it usually
sociopath.
comes with salt.
Wow.
There
It
are
comes
people
salted.
who do that.
It is salted.
It comes salted?
Well, you could buy
Which ones are-
unsalted, but that's a very rare one. Generally, there's salt in those things.
There's no way there's salt in them. I don't.
And cottage
I don't taste
cheese,
Salt.
I'm pretty sure there's salt already in
Yeah,
cottage cheese.
I think I get the compliments one, or whatnot. There's there's a big one I caught. I don't think they have salt in them though.
I thought
Trev
there's a
was complaining about.
salt-free one.
Maybe I'm just been.
Maybe
getting that
I'm
one
just
the whole
wrong on
time.
this too. Let's just Google. Is there salt in cottage cheese?
Oh well, I'll correct myself. I might have misheard it. Eric loves it.
Oh, okay.
It might have been Dusty who wasn't too fond of it.
Well,
but
that's
I know
no
Trev
surprising.
Didn't like it.
Yes, most cottage cheese contains salt.
Oh,
So that's why I don't need to add more salt. But you can buy salt-free one. I tried it. It was
yeah. Do you ever try it with fruit?
Cottage cheese?
With like peaches, it's very good.
Yeah, or blueberries and apples.
I've never done it that way.
It's pretty good actually. Like it's an odd combo, but I wouldn't have it every day. But I don't know.
You usually bring in an interesting and healthy medley of food.
Yes,
for
and
lunch.
then I go home and then I have
And then
tons of fast food. Yeah, but when I come here,
junk food. No, your mom probably makes good meals.
oh, she does.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for a nice pizza or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
You
You're a
gotta
big boy. You can do whatever you want.
enjoy splendor of,
Fast
going
food.
to establishments and stuff like that. Yes. I brought a big salad in today as well. I'm the only one who eats a prepackaged salad at my house, so I buy it at Costco or wherever, and I brought the entire thing in the the comedically large container today, so it took up like half the fridge.
You're a basic bitch.
Yeah,
That's salad. I feel like I could do that in 2 days.
That's what they do.
yeah.
I feel like I could do that salad in 2 days, generally. Like they're not that big.
No.
I'm actually,
No, they're not.
There's not that much in that.
And they go as soon as you open the bag, they go pretty quickly.
That's why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you only have.
I'm
like
having
a
it in
2 or
one
3 day
meal.
window.
What kind did you get?
Well, yesterday it was an everything one. So it had like poppy seeds and stuff like that. I had ranch and not regular croutons where they're like cubed or whatever and garlicky. They were like small little flat pita ones, and they had a different texture to it. It was weird. I didn't even use the ranch or the croutons, so I made my own sauce and then just had like canned tuna with it. And I'm essentially doing the same thing today, but with a Caesar salad.
Oh, I love good Caesar salad.
It's better than lemon pepper chicken every day, I must tell you.
What? I love lemon pepper. I love
you see
chicken.
Benny
in general.
though? He has a huge. So he gets a dinner plate here, and he gets I think pre-cooked chicken. He microwaves it, and then in the microwave he has a lemon pepper chicken powder and whatever, like the pre-made, spice mix, and he has that every day.
Yeah, I'm the type of person that I could eat the same thing every day for a long period of time. Like it doesn't bother me. Why doesn't he use the air fryer?
That's what Gager brought up. That
Why
might be
would
the
you
most
cook it in the
egregious thing.
microwave?
Yeah.
Or like reheat it up in the microwave when we have the air fryer? I feel like the air fryer is going to do a little better job of heating it better. Not like chicken could get overcooked quickly.
Yeah, and then it becomes rubber. That's Gager's new nickname for him, rubber chicken.
Okay.
I've never used
Lemon
an air
pepper's a
fryer
good
before either, so maybe he's scared of using it. I don't know if he's.
I've
actually
only used
one,
them here,
but that's just
basically.
me.
I don't have
Really?
one.
Okay, yeah. I always want to buy one, but I know it just collect dust because I'd use it only once a month. But here it makes sense.
But everyone that gets one says that you're going to use it all the time. And I do see why people would use it all the time. It's very quick and easy to use.
True.
And what I learned on the Hangout a number of months ago is that big chefs actually build recipes around air fryers. I thought that it was a lazy way, but even chefs use it.
Yeah, the whole cookbook.
Yeah.
That'd be
Ramsey
amazing,
was all
yeah.
into it and stuff like that. So it might be worth it. And they're actually relatively well priced.
I like them, and they're usually on sale too. They're probably on sale pretty soon here for Christmas. I'd imagine.
Black Friday's not far away.
Yeah, that's true too. I've been holding on to my laptop that's like 10 years old and barely runs. It does the job. I'm surprised it hasn't crashed already. Like Trev's like,
still
I
have
don't
that
even know
guy.
how you work on it. Yeah, I've still been just working away with it. I don't edit video anymore on it. Like I use the other computers that we have, which I'm very grateful for that we have access to use all those. And audio is fine. Like it goes pretty quick. But then sometimes you realize it's like, yeah, this is on its last legs.
So
I've
that's
just
what
been
you're going
crossing
for?
my fingers, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Apple doesn't do a lot of discounts usually.
I know. I don't know if I want to go for an Apple one though. Like Trev's pretty into that stuff as well. Like he knows because he edits all the video and stuff like that. And I've told him like what I'm looking for, and he's like, "You got to stay with Apple, man." I'm like, "But I have a Google phone. I like the Samsung universe.
Doesn't matter.
Just not as good."
I'm
You even
Samsung
have
all the way. Samsung TV, Samsung sound bar, Samsung phone. Like I am Samsung outside of appliances. Or terrible things with their appliances. But for laptops, it's MacBook.
unmatched.
Especially if you're going to do video editing. That's what Lisa McGregor, she was asking me about laptops in advance of her launching of their news or her news thing.
Off-air talks and
The top stories YG.
top stories YG. Yeah.
And I was just, at the time, I was like, she was looking for something that's good, cost effective. And I kept looking, and I Googled so many different, I came up with a bunch of Reddit pages, websites, looking for video editing. Everyone, virtually like 95% of it was just MacBook. Didn't matter what MacBook. MacBook Air to the Pro to an, like, it was just MacBook. They are designed for video editing, and they're better than any other PC that you're going to get. So if you have any video editing to do, MacBook.
And it's sleek. I gotta give Apple that. All their devices are awesome, and they last. Like, you spend, I don't know, $2,500 or whatever it is. That's probably the price tag for like the top end one. I'm hoping it's not any more than that. I've kind of looked, and then I just look.
The
away.
Airs, I think, go about 12 to 1,500.
Oh, okay. Well, and then you can get refurbished ones or whatnot too to get a little bit of a discount on. But good thing we have the Apple Store right down the road too. I don't know.
Westworld.
What? Yes.
Go to Westworld.
So Jason and Leduc texting in. I'm sorry to interrupt this riveting conversation about technology. Says, no, Tommy. Americans call them decals. In Canada, they are traditionally called decals. And Tommy, my father worked. This is very presumptuous, by the way. I'm reading it in an obnoxious tone. Jason, if you didn't intend it this way, I apologize. I had a 14-hour day yesterday. My father worked in the sign/decal business for over 40 years. We opened and sold a successful sign business in Leduc. I'm qualified to tell you the truth, LOL. We're going to go over this one more time for Jason and Leduc and all the people in the back that don't pay attention. Decal is the proper pronunciation for the item that is stuck on. You did run, and I'm pretty sure it's very successful business, and that's amazing. I love it. Let's go small business in Alberta. But the word decal, Maddie, and you will recall this, we looked it up, is largely used in Alberta and British Columbia. So we, in Western Canada, have taken the proper term, decal, and made it into decal, which is sort of incorrect. But here in Alberta and British Columbia, it's kind of accepted, even though it is not, and looked at and weirdly by pretty much everyone else.
Have you seen Reed Wilkins and Jay Milton read their Little Buckaroos liner on air on their show?
Yeah, they play with decal.
You mean decals?
No, right. Do I need to go over this again?
No, you nailed it.
I think it's like
that's what
saying
it was.
aluminium. It's the
That's a
same
British
sort
thing.
of vibe, right?
It's
Yeah.
British.
Aluminium
is like how
aluminum.
the British say it.
Yeah.
We say aluminum.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard that one. The one word that got me was Reebok. I think Adidas.
Adidas, yeah.
Adidas.
First time
That's
there
right.
was a FIFA doc on Netflix I was watching, and somebody said Adidas, and I was like, "It's Adidas. What are you talking about?" And they kept saying it. I'm like, did somebody miss this? Did someone say this? And then I had to Google. I'm like, this is actually a thing. I did not know that. That's what that's called in a lot of places. So Adidas is one of those that got me.
Anyway.
So it's decal or decal? Decal, right?
Decal.
Yeah, it is decal.
Yeah.
Gonna get
And
Tommy
you
fired
I
say,
up.
usually say decal.
here's just as an example. You say decal to anybody anywhere else, and they're like, what are you talking about?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, you mean decal? And it's like, oh yeah, decal.
Yeah.
So we've, here in Alberta and BC, we've just screwed that up. And it's become acceptable. And there's a few other ones, like
GIF.
asphalt. People
Asphalt?
say asphalt. It is not asphalt. It is
asphalt.
asphalt.
Oh, I always go asphalt.
Yeah, that's incorrect.
Oh.
There's a lot of
I learned
those cliche sayings that I always mess up as well. There's certain verbiage.
People use of instead of have.
For.
Like, oh God, somebody texted in yesterday, and I always correct it when I see it in the text line. I'll come up with an example, but it's misused. Yeah, it's
One that has now become acceptable, even though it's wrong, we have just accepted it now, is I could or I couldn't care less.
Yeah,
I couldn't care less.
I could not care less.
I couldn't care less, because then that means that is the least amount of care you have in the world.
And
when I could care less, it means there are things that you care less than that thing.
Correct.
But what you're trying to say is, no, this is the thing I just don't care about.
Yeah.
And we have just accepted, and I hate that it's gone into like movies or TV shows when you hear I could care less and they go, eh. But it's now like we've changed the terminology that when you say I could care less, it actually means I could not.
We placate to stupid, as
Yes.
my good friend and colleague Matthew likes to say.
Yes.
I could not care. Irregardless has been accepted as well, even though it is incorrect and wasn't a word.
Irregardless?
It's regardless.
It's just regardless.
Yes.
Yeah. You're adding
Ear, and it's like, what does that
needed
mean?
suffix.
You,
Yeah.
you just
Or prefix.
made up a word.
nip it in the butt.
It's in the
Bud.
bud.
I know. I've been learning
Chomping
lots
at
of
the
buds.
bit, not
Chopping at the the bid
It's,
or
I
the
think
bit.
it's champing at the bit.
Champing.
Is
Yes.
the proper pronunciation.
Could care less.
Proper.
One and the same. One and the same. Right. You've got another thing coming versus you've got another think coming. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that. This
We've
is
got another thing coming. It's just part of a song.
You've got another thing coming.
Yeah. Isn't that? I think
Yeah,
that was in
that's Judas
Priest. I think that was
Yeah.
in GTA Vice City.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably
that one
was.
was in that one.
Good song. Classic. Cole Harbor Joe, thank you, says, this text would have helped you, Tommy, not would have helped you. Yes, thank you. That's a great way to use it. Like, people put of instead of have, and you're like, oh.
Oh, not the
Yeah, they use of instead of have.
Ooh, I haven't seen that much, but it would glare at me if I saw somebody send that to me in a text. Because you could say it like would have, but it sounds like would have. You know.
But
all
it's
the
not
same, right?
would
Would
of,
of
it's would apostrophe VE,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
stands for have.
Yes.
It's just basic English.
No. Yeah. Well, it goes by the wayside sometimes if you speak a little bit faster.
Do
I don't
you
know.
say, oh yeah, for sure?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's
bud.
an
Yeah.
Albertaism.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
No. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
No. No.
Oh yeah.
very
They all mean
Newfoundlandish.
different things.
It's
I
Alberta.
felt like you. Well, just the way you're saying that.
I just say
a little Newfoundland.
hyperbolize. I remember I was living in OKC, and I would watch the news up here, and I would be like, they'd go to a streeter, and it's like, do you disagree with bike lanes? I'm using that as an example.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, we don't need them that much. And you're like, well, that's a lot different than Bubba down at the store being like, buddy, how you doing today? And I'd be like, wow, I'm from two very different places.
Awesome.
Tell you what, I don't wear sleeves on weekends. Oh, okay.
Cool. Good to know.
Right. Sick.
Another sentence: statute of limitations versus
Statute.
of limitations.
Yes. We're all
Wow.
guilty of them. It's just,
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it all.
You did that very good. That was
You did that
well
very
done.
well.
Yes.
This
I
one
find
is
myself
a
doing that.
great one. My biggest pet peeve, this texter says, is pronunciation is when people say, I seen that. It's I saw that, or you have seen.
Yeah.
So true. I seen. That's the worst. The worst.
I've seen that.
As soon as somebody, my buddies are guilty of it too. When they go, I seen, I'm like, I'm done with you.
But if you
can't.
said I've
I have seen.
seen.
That is correct.
I've seen.
I've seen, not I seen.
I seen that. Yeah.
I seen many movies.
I catch my family members doing that sometimes, and I'm like, oh. Yeah. Now I'm very noticeable now. 'Cause I have to be better at grammar than I was before. It's different typing it down when you read it though. Like, I don't know, when I'm doing the sports update, I'd even catch myself. I'm like, oh. And Reed's so big in the grammar. Sometimes he'd say something. I'm like, I'm gonna write that one down. I'm gonna remember that one. Yeah. This is a fun conversation.
It's a
Dethaw
learning
food.
conversation.
Dethaw food.
You can't dethaw.
You cannot
it's,
dethaw
It's
something.
like it's almost like canceling each other out. You thaw your food.
Oh, should I read this one?
You need to get the video.
Yeah, I need to see what Maddie says. The bottom one.
Yeah, I think we're good.
We'll leave that one there. That's pretty good.
The education system's been around for a long time for that
Yeah.
type of stuff. So it's not just one thing. This is the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada Storage experts. Right now, early Black Friday deals actually at sentinel.ca until the end of this month.
right.
75% off 8 weeks on 5x5, 5x10, and 10x10 units. They also have 50% off 12 weeks on all units. So, well, jump either of those two. You can jump on. And if you're looking for winter car storage, 4 weeks free plus 10% off until March of 2026. Check them out, sentinel.ca. Shall we get into the Oilers' loss to the Blues yesterday? Yeah.
I guess so,
Yeah,
hey?
let's do it.
At least they didn't lose as bad as the Pittsburgh Penguins did, though. Penguins were up 3-0 and lost to the Leafs, but man,
Yeah, who had like what? Didn't they have like 8 shots through 2 periods or something like that?
Yeah.
bad. It was sore. But what was it? Nugent Hopkins without a shot, Draisaitl without a shot, Connor McDavid with no shot as well.
Yeah, Nugent Hopkins hit the side of the post on that one play where there was a carom off the backboard, and he kind of tried to tuck it in, but yeah.
They were fighting the puck right off the bat. Like Calvin Pickard, that stretching pad save on that wraparound chance, that was amazing. He played an okay game.
Yeah,
Stopped Broberg as well. Like in the first half of the game, he was there to play. But then, he'd come out of position every once in a while, start flopping around, which doesn't help, but it might make a save look a little bit better as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think he played fine, even though the save percentage was, .864? I don't know.
It was brought up last night. Let's just say that.
Yes.
No way. Goaltending was brought up last night.
I thought we didn't talk about goaltending.
No, that's fine. I love talking about goaltending. It's just some people live and die on averages. I more like that. Don't get me wrong. I love looking at the stats and the averages, and it's a great indicator. It tells a tale. But I would like to know more about crucial saves at key moments, like when he stopped Philip Broberg going from side to side, and then that led to a goal the other way when Mangiapane scored. That would be a crucial save. It would have been nice if he made a crucial save on Dalibor Dvorsky's one-timer from Leon Draisaitl's office. He did not. Cass said he didn't like the push-off, and then it beat him high glove. The game winner, not much you can do after you make a save, and then your defenseman lets a guy go untouched and tuck in the rebound. I'm sorry. That was just absolutely putrid on Evan Bouchard's part.
Yeah, I've felt that. I've played like Bouchard there before. Well, actually, just on Sunday in my beer league game.
Don't do that anymore.
No,
You're better
my
than
teammates
that.
didn't like me very much.
You're playing beer league?
I'm gonna change. Just once every Sunday now. I've started playing again. Like I'm prepping for the heavy hockey showdown.
All right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Attaboy. You are a star in the making.
Oh
there.
yeah, totally. Yeah, big time. Well, the Omark Spinorama.
Yes, you did that.
Yeah, on the slap
You
shot. That was
certainly
pretty
did.
cool. But me and my bro are going to Leduc once every week. And
I believe it's
putting the
pronounced
blades on.
Leduc.
Leduc.
I'm just kidding.
Leduc.
Leduc. Great city.
But I don't know. I feel like the Oilers defensively just gave too many opportunities up the middle. Like they had some chances their own in the offensive end and were kind of worked around the perimeter. But as the game grew older, the middle of the ice opened up a lot for St. Louis, and it was very reminiscent of the previous game where they just gave room up, and those chances against, like, you can't have too many of those before a goal eventually goes in, and that's what happened. Like, you just saw the lead get given away, and it almost felt inevitable as the game went on that they were slowing down, and St. Louis kept pressing and pressing and pressing, and finally they broke through, and it was like, well, I can't say I'm surprised in this game, to be completely honest.
But you are disappointed.
I mean, it's a disappointing loss, but I don't think I'm disappointed.
I like it. You're very good. Very good. Yes.
I'm learning.
No, you've done very well. I'm very proud of you. Attaboy, Zach.
I'm just surprised. Like, if I was not looking at the standings, if I didn't know anything, if I just tuned in to like last night's post-game show reaction today, I'd feel like the Oilers are like right near the bottom of the NHL.
Yeah.
That's what.
And they are sitting like they're second in a wild card spot. They're a point back of a Pacific Division.
Yeah.
Like I feel like sometimes the reaction that I'm hearing, it's like even like Chris Knobloch, his time's running out. Like what?
Yeah.
Things aren't off to the best start that you would like. There's no question about that. I'm not going to dispute that one. But the Edmonton Oilers,
They're in the mix.
They're a point back of top in the division. Now I know Seattle's got 2 games in hand, but they're in a playoff spot. They're in a wild card spot.
right there.
And we know that this team doesn't generally start off the greatest way anyways.
Good
And
point.
things aren't going to pick up until the second half of the season, generally. That's what this team does. And so I'm just like, to me, the reaction, I shouldn't be surprised by it, but I am a little surprised by it. I thought people would have learned from the last couple of years that it's like, okay, this is a different team once they get into April. They play different. They act differently. And look, not having Hyman is going to impact this team.
Sure. And Iwanyk, don't forget about him. He's my boy. I'm joking a little bit. But anyway, a good veteran guy. I mean, Ike Howard played 7 minutes last night. There's a young guy learning the game, right? He's at the NHL level for the first time, takes a penalty. He's had a few penalties. Some tough love from the coaching staff. But Maddie, and you know what? That's a great point. Like the reaction, and we were pretty fired up on the post-game show last night. I'm guilty of it. I laid into Evan Bouchard for his absolutely putrid defensive effort on the game-winning goal.
But there's difference of reacting properly to just a singular loss, which I would say you did in the post-game show, and then the reaction about the season as a whole type thing.
Good point.
You know, like
That's
that, like
good
to just even
that.
see like Chris Knobloch's, he's got to figure this out soon. Otherwise, what? The guy took, like, it was the coach of this team that went to back-to-back Stanley Cup finals. He's going to get more time. Now, if this Oilers team is sitting outside of the playoff spot when we get to an Olympic break, I could see questions coming up.
Yeah.
Beyond that, like, it's not happening.
Well, he just signed an extension and just hit his 100th victory. And he's just like
one of the fastest to get to the 100 victories.
He's creeping up on 2 years at the helm of the team behind the bench, because I think it was November 9th or 10th, 2023, when they finally pulled the trigger on getting rid of Dave Manson and Jay Woodcroft. So he's not even 2 years into this thing. And it's like there were people yesterday questioning his ability to coach based on his use of timeouts.
And it's, as you're saying, what I remember last year, the conversation, like 2 years, when he took over the team from Jay Woodcroft, every move he made in the regular season playoffs was like the right one. It worked. Then last year, the regular season came and everyone's like, every move he's making, it's the wrong one. And then playoffs came and he did a really good job until maybe there's the arguments of Stanley Cup final. Maybe
And then that's when the narrative of him getting out coached came in.
Sure. But now we're back to like, this guy doesn't know how to coach. Like, he's being exposed. And like, calm down, people.
Yeah.
It's a brand new team, new systems, forward group completely different. A key injury to a player who is usually there all the time, who hasn't been injured, right? He hasn't played the entire season, Zach Hyman.
Yes.
Power plays first in the NHL.
Correct.
They capitalized on the one power play that they had yesterday. The coach says 5-on-5 needs to improve.
It does.
It still does.
PK leaked one last night.
Yeah, PK
But it's been
has
okay.
been okay.
Yeah.
Overall,
Top half of the league.
Chris Knobloch hasn't done a terrible job this season. And his use of timeout, I didn't mind that. Like, what are you going to drop? A different play for these guys to go out? Like,
well,
sure, the
it's
board's
not
out,
that.
you're
It's
a
up,
momentum killer.
Momentum killer, and you're keeping the defending team on the ice, and the theory is they're tired, right? And I think Knobloch was brought up. This is not the first time they've asked about his use of timeouts. I think when he looks at McDavid and Draisaitl and says, "Do you want a timeout?" He generally goes, "Do you want a timeout?" to them, and they go, "No, we're okay. These guys are tired. Let's take advantage." I think he takes his direction from his leaders. So he has addressed it before. He did last season. I thought the same thing as everyone else. This is a great time for a timeout to draw something up. They didn't. They figured they'd take advantage with, I think it was 11 seconds left, that last face-off. A tired bunch in the St. Louis Blues. You could also make the argument, too, that with only 11 seconds left,
what do you?
Maybe them being that tired, they can go for 11 seconds. The Blues can. So maybe you want to take the timeout and draw something up. That argument I have time for sure.
Sure, but with McDavid and Draisaitl out there, like, they kind of already know what, their play is going to be. They take the draw and then the misplay at the line. But, like, I'm
going to read
just
this
to
text.
get the shot off. Sure, yeah.
It says, Bouchard could have defended that play better. Pickard could have stopped that puck. Irregardless, Oilers need a goalie. Well played. That was a great text.
So what are your guys' opinion?
Oh, God.
The goalie?
No. What is your opinion, guys? Sorry, I was just doing
I see what
another
you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
On goaltending overall, I don't know. I mean,
It's dipped a bit.
it's okay. You could trudge along with it. The team that is in front of the goaltenders just need to play better. We've seen in years past where stretches where the goaltending has looked amazing, usually the defense right in front of them. It does just go hand in hand. That's a pretty obvious statement to make, but the defense hasn't been overly amazing. There's been some standout performances from certain players. I think Emberson has been pretty good, and before Regula, that we've only seen a small bit of him. He's been all right. T.S. Ekholm's starting to come back around a little bit here and there. He shows glimpses. Evan Bouchard, we kind of already have laid it all out,
We graded him a D yesterday.
Yes. Only a D. No F from Benny?
A lot of people on our Instagram and TikTok have given him an F. I get it.
He gets paid for April and May.
I know. Well,
It sucks.
he's certainly still on holidays right now. That's
yeah.
for sure. At least his mind is.
I'll say this when it comes to goaltending. It's just I'm not going to dispute that they should maybe go look at goaltending.
I'm not disputing that either.
I won't. But I'm just curious how they do it because it's 3.6 million with the two guys right now.
Mm-hmm.
What goalie are you getting that works with one of those going out and that goalie coming in with where the Oilers in the cap? I'm not saying the Oilers shouldn't go do it. What I'm saying is I just don't see the path for the Oilers to doing it.
Feasibility is
That's
tough.
why they're paid to do it. Stan Bowman and Jeff Jackson. That's their job to go figure that out. I just don't see where that path is to getting there. And the other part to this is we know the Oilers are going to get cap space in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to rush? And some might say you're wasting a year then, and I get that part of this. But do you want to rush into finding a goaltender that fits into your cap space today? Or do you want to wait and figure out your goaltending in the summer when then you could piece the whole cap together? You could piece the whole team together. Whereas if it's that, is there that goalie right now that you sit there like, no, this no matter what, whether now or in the off season, he's going to fit in this cap. You could make this deal. This is the Oilers goaltending of the future. Or do you want to just? To me, I feel like it's such an important decision. You don't want a Jack Campbell-esque mistake here, where you go trade for that goalie just because that's the only goalie that's available. You bring him in for this year, doesn't work, and you're stuck with him for a number more years. And then what do you do? Because you just eaten up the cap with that goalie.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the one.
You force yourself into a bad decision, essentially.
Yeah. Do you want to get forced into a bad decision this year? Or do you want to then sit and make what you believe is the right decision in the summer where you have draft time to talk to teams, free agency to talk to the teams for that trade? I don't know what the free agent market looks like. It's usually never good, but do you want to do it right there where also then you also have the cap space where it's okay, well, we don't have to give up this extra piece because we can eat this cap.
Yeah.
This is the goalie we want.
More
this is who we're going to go get. And we're going to go make that right deal to get this goalie as opposed to, well, we only have this much space. We want this goalie, can't afford him, so we're going to go settle for this goalie even though they're, maybe locked in for another year or two.
I think playing it cautiously for the Oilers would be in their best interest. Stuart Skinner's in a contract year, so either you have to go pay him, which he's going to see a substantial increase no matter what, just because the cap is going up, and those percentages being with the duo that they have now, one of the lowest in the National Hockey League for cap hit, it's going to go up, so you can just ride it out with Skinner, which I think would be the best option, so I agree in that sense, and just to repeat your point almost, just wait and see. You don't want to, having Jack Campbell come in, he was supposed to be the guy, supposed to be the starter. We all kind of know. Stuart Skinner was forced in that position. There's been multiple other goalies who could have been the saving grace of the team. There's been some flashes a few years past, but Stuart Skinner has some good showings here and there. Calvin Pickard this season overly hasn't played an amazing game as consistently as he was last year. He's dipped a bit.
He's a backup.
His last year, which he is. Yes.
Kub and Maddie, I want to throw this. It's related. I want to throw this at you guys. The boys were talking about it a little bit with Wyshynski, but it's a great point. The Oilers averaging 3.07 goals for per game. The Oilers averaging 3.07 goals against per game.
What are the two numbers again?
3.07
For both?
on both.
Oh.
Exactly the same.
-1 goal differential on the season.
Goal diff -1. Good point, Cube. They just don't score enough. We know, fans, media, probably the team, all know the goaltending is
Shaky.
iffy, shaky,
Yeah.
adequate at best, however you want to describe it. Where's the offense? Why are you only at 3.07 goals for per game? Why have you only scored 6 goals, 2 times this season now?
2 times, I think, yeah.
2 times. They did it in a 4-game span. Why are you struggling? Like, the power play does connect, but it's, again, it comes back to the 5-on-5 production. What's up with that? Why? And I think a lot of people point to the new guys, missing Hyman, certainly. But still, it feels like, even though I think what McDavid's, he had a couple points last night. Draisaitl has put up some points, but it just feels like, well, they're not getting the production that they need. They're not getting half a goal more per game. And it's led to a 6-5-3 start.
Yeah, they've always been just one goal behind putting the insurance marker and putting their
They
stamp
never
on the
get
game
it.
to take it.
No killer instinct.
Yeah, and my dad, he always complains about that. He's done this for years now. And specifically this season, he watched some of the first 10 games. He's like, yeah, call me when they're on game 13 when they start playing again. Which,
Well, yesterday was
some would argue
game
that-
14
yes,
or 15, and they still...
and they still might not be playing. So I don't think he's watched very much hockey this year, but he's like, oh,
Papa Kub, let's go.
There's goal number 2. Yeah, there's goal number 2. They're not going to get the fourth one. They're going to get 3, and then they're going to be stumped, not be able to get that fourth one. Some defensive points, which is sort of positive in the last few games. There's been some more goals potted in from the defensive side. There was that one showing where Podkolzin got on the board. Was that the beautiful one in front, and then Ike Howard scored his second of the season, but it hasn't came consistently enough. They had that one 6-3 victory, 6-5 overtime victory. That was against the Habs, right? That 6-5 one, I believe. And
yeah.
I don't know. You just expect more from such
Was
a
that not
highly
in
potent
regulation?
team.
The Habs one?
Pretty
the
sure that
Oilers?
was an off.
Yeah.
Or,
No,
overtime,
that was
right?
regulation.
Yeah, it
That was
regulation.
regulation.
There was a back and
The
forth
3
game.
power play goals,
Right,
remember?
yeah,
The
those-
Josh Anderson showing up the ref.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
text via the Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999 says, how does McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nugent Hopkins not have a single shot last night? Cass,
Off night.
off night could be. Cass said it last night. He goes, it's still too deferential. Passing off shooting lanes continues to be a thing. Let's get back to good old fashioned put the puck on net, go for the rebound.
Well, and they're
Worked
shooting-
last night for the Blues, didn't it?
It did, yeah. You just get those pucks on. Well, and then it being brought up, the shooting percentage of the team being low as well.
Yes.
They get quite a few shots, even though it seems like their big boys defer, especially McDavid. He'd be clear in the slot and he'd still look for the pass.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's unreal for a guy who wants to score so bad. He's only on pace for 17 goals this season.
He had 26 last year, and that was like his lowest since his rookie year, I believe.
Yeah.
There was, in the pregame interview with Chris Knobloch, I think Stoff brought it up with Knobloch, asking about the shooting percentage, and it's low right now, and Knobloch acknowledged that and said that, yeah, it'll kind of make its way back to the mean. But how do you do that? Well, shoot more. Like, shot volume, quality of shots. They're getting the looks, and they're just passing them off. It's incredibly frustrating. So, I don't know. I mean, and what do you guys think about this? Someone else, I think there was a comment on YouTube last night, and I'm paraphrasing the comment that came in from the viewer. They said that we should be looking at points percentage rather than actual points when it comes to the Oilers and like how they're playing. And right now their points percentage indicates a team that's out of the playoffs. They're right in the mix. I don't know.
Points for that they've made this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they play 14 games and some of those teams are there.
I totally get that, but like sometimes there's like a visual component to it, and it's like in your mind where it's like, oh, they played 2 more games than other teams, but they're right there. And I think like literally seeing and knowing where you stand in the standings, even though your points percentage isn't as good as others, I still think there's some element to that subconsciously that players and people are like, oh, we're right there. I know we have teams around us have games in hand, but we're right there. Like, I think there is an element of that. So I get the points percentage argument, but at the same time, I wouldn't be like, well, I wouldn't say to someone that suggests that a points percentage indicating that the Oilers are barely a wild card team or might be out of the playoffs. I'd be like, see, I wouldn't buy that argument.
No, it's too early to like.
Yeah.
The Oilers aren't going to keep going at this pace all year.
Yeah.
It's just I find that hard to believe that you can't just but this is what it is. This is who they are. Like
Yeah.
I just found the Oilers shooting percentage. I didn't know it was this bad. They're 32nd in the league at 5.4%.
Yeah, it's
that's
bad.
not. That's just not going to stay that way. It's just outright not. At some point, that number is going to have to come up a bit.
Yeah.
And you're right. They have to take more shots, but at the same time, like it's at some point they're going to start scoring some goals.
Yeah.
Like it's just you're not going to. What is like? I mean, I got to
Their
look at what happened last
decision-making
year.
has been questionable on the ice.
Yeah.
And listen, it's a fast game. These are the best of the best. Defenders are amazing in this league, but there's so many times, like you said, Zach, you're like, you have a clear shot at the net, fire it.
The chance was there. Just get the rebound.
The worst shooting percent last year. Oh, I clicked the wrong arm there. One there was 8.8%. So did I do this wrong for this year?
What did you say? They're at 5,
I got to check. I think maybe
something?
I clicked something wrong for the Oilers. Now I got to check this year. But it was 8.8. I just said.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then shooting percentage, the Oilers this year. Oh no, I was wrong. I was looking at a different stat there. Never mind.
Their
Now, where are the
shooting
Oilers on
percentage
that?
is low.
Oh, it's 10.6%. So that's about average.
The Oilers shooting
who?
percentage right now?
Yeah, it's 10.6. I was wrong on that one. Apologies. I clicked shooting percent wrist by accident.
Wrist?
So on wrist shots.
Oh,
Wrist
on
shots.
wrist shots
They have wrist shots
specifically.
in there.
They have shooting
What is
percent on the NHL. Actually, I'll give NHL has a great stats page.
They finally
amazing.
overhauled
things.
it.
I like their edge-
shooting percentage
yeah.
wrist, shooting percent snap, shooting percent slap, shooting percent back, shooting percent tip, shooting percent deflection, shooting percent wrap. They have all of those stats for
Good.
What's the
teams.
slap shot percentage for the Oilers?
The Edmonton Oilers slap shot percentage, Zach, this season is 9.5%.
Oh, well,
The
yeah.
the league best this season for slap shot is the Hurricanes at 17.8%.
17 point. That's actually
They have a 17.8 shooting percentage with a slap shot. And the lowest is who's this other team? Why is this? Panthers and the Red Wings both have 0.
Ooh.
They have not scored on a slap shot this year.
Oh wow. Ooh.
I like this. Shots by type.
It's something else.
That's good. It's very
That's like
thorough.
very-
You could go
EA-esque.
back. Actually, no, yeah. The NHL, when they overhauled their stats page, it's an excellent stats page to go find certain things. And it's very easy to navigate too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Have you seen like I was checking it out yesterday and I was looking at the game center, the game cast or whatever they call
Yeah.
it for last night's game, and they have the goal visualizer because they have little tags on each of the players on the ice. So from a bird's eye view, they have little circles with the numbers to show exactly how the play is drawn up. So from the face-off, it was Jack Roslovic's goal where it was passed down to McDavid from Gretzky's office out in front across to Roslovic.
That was
and
a nice
you could just
goal.
see that was a beautiful
Things
goal,
moving
actually.
around and all that.
Yeah. There's been like we tend to hamper on this team so much because obviously there's so much expectation for it. And I kind of, breathe that same breath where it is preseason in a sense. It doesn't really matter until playoffs. And when Draisaitl took to the media and kind of said that's sort of a bad look. Like you need to get fire under the ass of your team to try and play. You don't want to just limp your way into playoffs. It's never a good look for any single team, but
They did it last year.
exactly. Like, I don't know. It matters, but it doesn't, but it does. It's a weird dilemma for fans and as media alike to look at this team and see what they should be and what they aren't at this point in the season. It's only 14 games in. There's still a lot more to play, but
Yeah, if their points percentage is still the same after
Then
Christmas,
they're-
then I could sit there and start being like, okay, well, let's have a conversation about this
Yeah,
team a little more. But also at the same time, I don't even know if it's a bad points percentage fully.
It would over time it would lead them to being out of the playoffs or just
So
on
how
the
many
cusp
points
of
through
wild
14 games?
15 now, I
They have 15 points?
because there's 6-5
It's
and
15.
3.
Okay.
I had them with 12 overtime losses.
So yeah, that's
14 game.
87 point average. just over 87.86 points for
Yeah,
the season, which is going to miss playoffs. But you're telling me then the Oilers aren't going on a little bit of a heater at any point this season.
Right. They haven't won more than 2 in a row yet.
So yeah, if they're at an 87 point pace,
Yes.
we're going into 26,
Yes.
then I can start, okay, well, what's going on with this team?
Yeah. That's a fair.
But then they're going to pick
That's
up
not
2 or 3
They'll be
wins
back
here
to,
and
they'll be
there.
at a 95, 96% point pace or whatever come the new year. You heard it here first.
There you go. Maddie, proclamations. I like it. Baggio texting in. Tommy, can you please thank Zach for me? Gave me a nice tour on Friday when I picked up my Royal Pizza GC. Nice kid. Well done, Zachary.
And that's what I do. I'm the tour guide here.
Mike texting in says, the Oilers have problems right now. Every team they play is getting up for them. They're number 2 in the league. The last 2 years, every team in the league wants to beat the Oilers. Every opponent is playing their best game. That's a good point by Mike A. But I'm not even. I don't disagree. But this team, in theory, has a full year of experience under their belt being Western Conference champions. They have 3 years under their belt of being one of the top teams in the league. You know, they went to the conference final against the Avs, lost to them. Second round against the Golden Knights, lost to them. Golden Knights go and win the cup. Then 2 years back-to-back Stanley Cup. So, yeah, they have a target on their back. Mike's right. But you would think they would learn to adapt and how to play with that target on their back. And then you can counter that argument with they have new guys that don't know that. I get it. I just argued with myself. I apologize. Thank you for the text,
that,
Mike.
You got to build through, that's a thought process. That's how I
that.
do things on Zach to the Future, right?
I enjoy Zach to the Future. I find that to be a very entertaining segment. You do
think
good
out
work
loud.
on there.
I try. You just got to lay it out sometimes. You brainstorm. Think out loud.
The best one was when you didn't know that Joaquin Gage was an Oilers goalie in the 90s.
That was. I don't remember the exact way it was
I
asked.
just summed it up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I overthought it. And
It was
he
named
drafted-
3 goalies from the 90s from the Oilers. You had like Cujo, Ranford.
I thought he was early 2000s.
He was.
He was as well.
He was
know.
90s, early 2000s.
Do you know what the Oilers?
Go ahead, man.
No, they're 14 games in, right?
Yes.
What was their record and how many points do they have after 14 games last year?
13.
Really?
13 points.
Good job.
They were 6-7-1 after 14 games last year. 13
similar
points.
This year they're 6-5-3.
The Colorado Avalanche through their first 13 games were 6-7 last year, 12 points, and they picked up but the Oilers 6-7-1 last year through 13.
6-7?
6-7-1.
Oh God.
6-7-1. I don't know what that means. 6-7-1. And so they're actually doing better than last year.
Yes.
They have 2 more points through 14 games this year than they did last year.
Silver linings with Matthew.
So does that mean they're going to get one more game next year? When it matters. Anyways. Never. No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was.
But yeah, there you
at
go.
At the end of the year.
Last year, 6-7-1 through 14 games, 13 points. This year, 15 points through 14 games. They're 2 points ahead. So for that points percentage person, whatever they did last, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at what they did last year and say they're 2 points ahead. So
And the points percentage person, like the math is
I get it
right.
there.
Their math is correct. And I understand what they're saying, but you're right. Like
let's look at it the other way.
tendencies and winning streaks, which the Oilers really haven't had, kind of change things. You get hot. They can't. Louis was talking about it yesterday. He was talking about in game them trying to find some momentum, and I think they had like 1 or 2 good shifts that they strung together, and it's like, all right, the Oilers are buzzing, and then after
then the
that,
period
nothing.
ended.
You're like, well, there goes that.
That was right at the end of the second. They just kept
Yeah,
coming on and then
nothing.
never brought anything from the locker room.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to play some pump jams or something in the locker room. Some what would it be? Some Lord or something? I don't know.
Lord.
What's an exciting song? That's the first thing I thought.
you went to
about.
Lord for
Lord.
excitement?
That's not excitement
For the
no.
team to get
Like
going,
Limp Bizkit.
Lord?
Limp Bizkit.
What Lord song are we thinking of here? Because I only know one, and it's not a pump up song.
I'm thinking of the South Park Lord.
Yeah, that's exactly where my head went to was Randy Marsh's Lord. Lord, Lordy, Lord. Royals?
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah. That is
Yeah,
not.
nothing says let's go
fuck
out there and
Let's go beat those stars tonight, boys.
then they're just like jamming.
Maybe a remix or something, like
No.
a dubstep remix.
No, that
of
one,
it?
the
No?
original.
Yeah.
That's like this. I jumped ahead. Oh, there we go.
And then you got Calvin Pickard being like, "We could be royals."
That is her most streamed song. You
That's
want
a good song, though. Yeah.
Lord remix.
Like, you can drop a little Charlie XCX for us?
Lord remix. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I like her.
Yeah,
She's spicy.
She's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have
Not as good as Dua Lipa.
I love Dua Lipa.
Lord Royals remix? We'll see if there is.
There probably has to
Some
be some.
Skrillex.
Did like a Calvin Harris take it and turn it into like a
Probably.
house song?
I don't know if they've. I'm not seeing any Royals being remixed. Like
Yeah,
there's other
well-
Lord songs, but I'm not seeing Royals as one of
You
them.
can't mess
it
with
up.
perfection.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
so I can't exactly go and get a remix even for that to pump them up for
Unbelievable.
Wasn't one of the former Toronto Maple Leafs goaltenders a DJ or something? It wasn't not Garrett.
Well, Mika
the other
Zibanejad
guy.
is like an actual DJ too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Is there a Toronto Maple Leafs goalie?
I think he was on SoundCloud and had over like 10,000 followers, and he was talking about it.
I just know
Like, what?
Shaq's a DJ.
Yeah.
Shaq
was-
is everything.
He was in Calgary like 3 summers ago or something like that.
really?
Yeah, at one of their festivals. Shaq was there.
Did you see he called into ESPN to troll Stephen A?
No.
He called in to
That's
troll
so good.
Stephen A about the Cowboys.
Oh boy.
Absolutely got destroyed by my Cardinals yesterday. I lost money on that one. Lesson
Really?
learned. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You gotta
you
bet
did the
smart,
free bet
not
on that
for-
one.
yeah.
I did win another one. Well done to the Nasties in the grandest parlay.
Yeah, that hit.
That hit. Yeah.
What number was
I
that?
actually didn't bet on that.
It was I think it was in the 600s. And it was a Crosby 2 shots, Luke Evangelista. No, Roslovic 2 shots, Luke Evangelista 2 shots, Crosby and Bedard points.
Oh, yeah.
And it
think I
hit.
sprinkled
Well
on that
done.
one.
Well done. I had a
The
little
EST
sprinkle on.
afternoons, screw it, let's do it parlay.
Did that? It
2
was needed a Cairo
for
point.
3 again.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't want to put anyone under the bus, but Gager and I
Talked
got
ourselves
ours.
out of Robert Thomas, though. Right?
Yeah,
You guys went
he
from
wanted
Thomas to
shift
Cairo?
it. He kind of, it's this close. It's just so close, man. Every single time. We've gone 2 for 3. We can go 2 for 3 and still get a piece of the pie. We'd be winners, but
This
that's not
text
how it goes.
for you, Zach, says, Zach, the Oilers need a dose of Shoddy Mills and pregame Shoddy Jump. Someone was at a
yeah.
Shoddy Mills concert over the weekend, oddly enough. I can't remember
Apparently
who.
there was a meet and greet.
Nice.
No way.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. Eric was asking me if I went, and I said, no, sorry. I was too busy to go.
Why didn't Eric go?
I don't know. He was probably too busy watching CFL.
So is Shoddy Mills actually becoming a legit star?
No.
Well,
I'm going to guess no.
I hope he is.
not a rap star, but a internet star. I
Locally,
guess
I'm
you could say.
assuming.
is he
Locally.
bigger
Or is
than
this-
IG or OG Jonah?
I don't even know.
I
who
like
that
OG
is.
Jonah. He's a good dude.
OG Jonah.
Yeah.
I
a
don't
cool
know
name.
who OG Jonah is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of weird names, yes, it was Garrett Sparks, the DJ. He went by Bucky Cheds.
Bucky Cheds.
Yeah. He was pretty good, actually. I listened to his mix. You'd played in the Leafs locker room, I think, and for the Marlies.
I think his first win was against the Oilers. He shut out the Oil. And I think his wife was sick and like it was very emotional. Cam Talbot came out to give him a round of applause for getting a star that game. I think he was first star that game.
I briefly, remember that. Did he play for the LA Kings too?
I think, yeah, he bounced around a little bit.
I love I've been doing the puck doku every day again. I did that for months and months and months.
That's a fun thing.
And I got to use Sean Bell on one of them. I was so happy with myself.
You used
waiting-
Belsey?
Yes.
How many people had it? Were you the only
There
one?
was actually like 14 different people who did it. So
Really?
maybe it was the Nasties. I don't know. But yeah, they know ball. Well, I guess no puck. But of course the Saints. Yeah, he knows ball. Yeah. I've used Matt Cassian, I think, once or twice here
Excellent.
and there too.
And Joaquin Gage?
Yes, actually. Yeah. Belsey doesn't have a pitcher though.
Really?
Yeah.
He was a first rounder.
I know, it was odd. It was odd to see that, but as
Puck
many
dope
times
was
as I'm
great.
able to use anyone a part of EST, I do.
Well, there's only 3 you can use, and
Well, yes.
glad you do.
Any opportunity I get. Some of the, the pyramid one that they have where they give you one prompt, say like 20 goals in a season or something, and then they keep building onto that. So you have to build up the pyramid. So it starts with one that's, say, 20 goals, and then it's 20 goals by a defenseman, and then they keep it in a chain link, and each player that you guess up the pyramid, there's 6 total questions. It has to fit under all of those factors. Mm-hmm. Oh, that one's That one's a crazy one. I use Bob Beers.
Bob Beers,
Yeah.
former Oiler.
Charlie Huddy as well.
Charlie Huddy, good dude. This text says, I played hockey with OG Jonah for a couple of years. Can confirm. Great guy. Yeah. I think he's awesome.
Might have to search this one up. OG Jonah.
Yeah, that's like his stage name.
Is he an OG?
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OG Jonah. Musical artist, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Genre blending Nigerian Canadian artist, known for his high energy performances and powerful presence in the Afro beats and hip hop scenes.
Yeah. Perfect description. And nice guy.
Local?
Yeah, local.
Oh,
He did play hockey. He played hockey. I think he maybe got some time in the AJ. He was telling me, yeah, I think he did. Anyway, sorry, Matty.
No, nothing. Let's get to, we were talking about Play Alberta quickly, or over under. Download the app, visit them, playalberta.ca, EST Sports, deposit 50, get a free $50 sports bet. So which role? It was Nuge, Draisaitl, McDavid that didn't have shots?
Yeah.
The three?
Yeah.
Over under 6.5 shots combined between those three tonight.
Over.
Under.
You're going under.
You're going
Yeah,
under.
McDavid doesn't shoot.
I think they're going to be ticked off, and I'll say they will go over. So you're saying under tonight?
So between the
under.
three of them, they'll go under 6.5 shots combined between those
Yeah,
two.
well, Draisaitl will have like 3 shots or something. Nuge a couple. McDavid maybe 1. But not over 6.5.
So might get to 6.
It might get to 6, but not over 6.5. It might be on the line.
Won't get to 7.
I'd take the over.
Yeah, I'd take
6,
the over
7?
too. I feel like
Yeah.
they're just going to be pissed off.
Yeah. They'll be like, well, we got to shoot.
They're
And
going to
then
just
they
come
shoot a
out
lot.
back-to-back nights. You got your starter net. Changes complexion just in a little
Todd
bit.
Colson and Roslovic have been shooting tons. And then,
That line's been good.
yeah, Kulak looks unreal. He led the D-Corn ice time yesterday.
Yep.
He looked great yesterday. And he's looked great all season.
Because he's one of the best.
Yeah.
And
Hopefully-
I'm completely biased. I enjoy talking to Brett Kulak. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
But he's a very steady defenseman. And yes, you're right, Zach. That's
I
a
love
good
how
point.
you talked to Mangiapane and was talking about the Italian center, by the way. That was just amazing.
Gene started that. Like, I was waiting for Mangiapane to come off the ice for optional skate. Gene and I were having a conversation, and then Mangiapane comes off the ice, and then Gene starts talking to him about Italian stuff from Calgary, and then now coming over to Edmonton. And then Gene's like, oh yeah, here's Tom. Tom wants to talk to you. Tom's also a Paisan. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? And then so Gene kept talking and talking and talking. He's like, okay, I'm done. Tom, you can do your interview. And then Mangiapane didn't hear that. He thought I was just waiting around politely, which I guess I was. And then Andrew Peard, our good buddy, had to say, hey, Andrew, Tom actually wanted to interview you. He goes, oh, okay. And we just continued we talked about the paninos.
I'm glad he gets the spicy one. He likes that
Yeah,
one.
he likes to spice. I had one last night. It was so good.
I don't taste a difference in spice level between
It's
them,
just-
not going to
it's
lie.
like-
I
I
don't
think-
find it. I want a little more of a kick.
I think it's supersada instead of regular like salami Genoa. I think that's really the only
Give me
difference.
more of a kick on that.
My parents
They're
can't have the
delicious.
spicy.
No?
It's not that
Yeah.
bad.
My mom's not a big spice person, so anytime I, taste test food, she's like, "Is that spicy?" I'm like, "To me, no, it isn't." But then for her, she's like, "Oh my gosh, give me a cup of milk right
That's like
now."
my-
That's
mom.
my parents.
Yeah.
They'll eat something like this is spicy. I'll bite. I'm like, there's nothing in this. There's
Not
like
spice.
nothing. There's not a single even little kick.
yeah, it's like I need to add more spice.
But then if
love
I like, there'll be
spice.
times if I taste, I'm like, well, this is spicy. And like, hey, don't touch this because I think it's spicy. This is gonna kill you.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it's gonna be like you're gonna be destroyed drinking a gallon of milk after you.
It's gonna be like you're on hot ones if you
Oh
try this
God,
meal.
Wonder how it do on hot ones.
I would
I'd tap out so fast.
I would demolish it.
Would you?
It's I've seen the science behind it though. I don't know if we've talked about this before. This
No,
feels
with
like
me.
a similar conversation. Anyways, the bomb is the hottest one. So the way that they measured it on the Scoville unit, sometimes there's dilution in the tests. So actually it wasn't tested fully properly is what this one video essay, I think they call it, went on. It was like a 30-minute video. I wasted my time. I have this useless information that I get to share with you guys.
Fantastic.
But the bomb is actually the highest level on the spice meter because the Scoville unit doesn't give the proper, spiciness levels of it wholeheartedly. And towards the end, it actually tapers off. So it peaks right in the middle at spiciness level. And then towards the end of the interview, it starts to come a little bit down. So usually in the middle of the video is when you'd see like the huge spice reaction. They'd start sweating, crying, drinking milk, doing what they have to do. But even people who've done The hot ones have done interviews and said, yeah, that was the hottest one. Like, there's no way that it got hotter than that. So I think I could do pretty good. Would you, if you went on there, would you try to do the no milk, no water challenge?
I would
Do you know
fail
what I mean?
so quickly because I love spicy food. I just don't handle it well.
I would want to go as long as possible before I drank something.
Yeah. Because Sean, like the host, he follows. So he'll take a sip of water when you take the sip. You know, he'll eat as much as you eat off the bone, dab as much as you do. He's a really good host, actually. Some of the questions he asks.
Yeah, but his body's now accustomed to it.
Yeah.
I feel like his body's now like knows, okay, we're getting this. And I don't know. I don't know if there's any science to this, but he's trained his body to accept it.
And
maybe
mind.
mentally more so than physically. Like, I feel like you'd have that same reaction because I don't think he does it every other day. I mean, it's probably would hate him if he does it that often, right? Like once a week or once every couple of weeks. So like you get that reset maybe, but mentally you're like, yeah, I know what I'm gonna be going through, but you still have that same reaction. I feel like that's how it'd be. That's just me though.
You know what happened to Trev, right?
Yes.
Yeah, destroyed his stomach for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then he did the chili challenge, or not challenge, and didn't even vote. He ate all 12 chilies.
What do you mean he didn't
The
vote?
chili cook-off.
He didn't. I voted though. I mean, I got in there. I slipped in there and voted. He got a tummy ache.
He was supposed to give it he was supposed to tell Dusty what to vote for.
Yeah, and
Dusty didn't vote?
he did not vote.
Oh, okay.
No, missed the time limit to vote. Thankfully, I was able to vote. Some great chili, actually. It was quite filling. Like you get like 1 ounce, 2 ounce cups.
Yeah.
And there'd be like nachos in there, lots of cheese and the meat and stuff. And I think they had 12 or 13 chilies. I think I had like 8 or 9 of them. And I was like, ooh, I am full. It was really good. Really good. I loved it. CFR was fun. I enjoyed that.
Portions of this hour of the EST Hangout brought to you by the Hive Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Stock, promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, thehiveproductmarketing.com. You do bring notes. I don't want the notes to go to waste.
No.
What's something that you've brought on the notes?
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, I wrote down, I saw an article yesterday. MLB Game 7 of the World Series was the most viewed Rogers broadcast ever. An audience of 10.9 million, over 18.5 million Canadians, 45 approximately percent of the country's population.
Watch a portion of that game.
Portion of that,
Nice.
yeah. Tuned in at some
I think the only thing higher in terms of sports viewing in Canada was the 2010 Olympic gold medal game.
Wow.
Which is
That's the only one that's
quite a
higher.
great
That's
comparison,
huge.
actually. Yeah.
But Haas and I had this
impact that had.
conversation last week. I think it was Thursday or Friday. What is going to get a bigger TV number? Jays, we hypothetically said Game 7 or a gold medal game in Italy. What time is that game
Yeah,
going
what
to be?
time, yeah.
Because that would end up being like an afternoon game, wouldn't it? Or a morning game?
I thought Haas said he thought it when he said it first. He said it was early. 2026
have to
men's
book work off.
hockey. Well, it's on a Sunday.
Oh, okay, well, then we're good.
Because Torino in 2006, even though Canada was brutal, those games were very hard to watch. They were really early in the morning.
It is an early game. It's 2:00 out in Milan.
AM?
2
I
p.m.
guess- Oh.
2 p.m. So take at least 8 hours. So was that?
It's 4 in the morning, isn't it?
Isn't it like 8? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no. So 6 in the morning.
6 in the morning. Yeah.
I think 6.
No,
6
I'd
here,
look for
5. Yeah, so it'll be the Blue Jays will take that one then. Or
Yeah. Blue Jays win.
something. It's because it's interesting. The semis are at 4:40 and 9:10 Milan time.
Like AM?
PM.
PM, okay. So that'd
And
be
then
110.
for whatever reason that the gold medal games, actually no, I know I shouldn't say for whatever reason. It's early because they have the closing ceremonies.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's so they'll do the gold medal and then they go to the ceremonies.
Aren't they still not done that arena?
That is correct.
Yeah, it was 100 days out. This was like an article last week, and they're like, Gary Bettman said something, and the IOC was talking, and they're like, don't worry, we're going to have it finished. And you could see the picture of the building, and it's still, even on the outside, it didn't look finished at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No, it's
it's been a
don't
worry for
force
a while.
Italians to do stuff they don't want to rush.
Yeah, it'll be done in time.
Don't tell me what to do.
Come on now.
Anyway, like in Sochi, they were putting seats in while the games were going on. So
Yeah, that
won't be the first
it
time
happened.
something like this was happening.
Yeah.
But it is a huge number for that broadcast.
Yeah, I know it's.
Olympic Stadium in Montreal. It was ready for the Olympics in Montreal. It wasn't really finished. I mean, you could make the case it never really was finished, and it cost how many billions did it cost? They called it the Big O for a lot of reasons. And
And it wasn't paid off until like 2010.
Yeah,
They finally paid it off.
Yeah.
After
When
all
did
those
they have
years.
the Olympics there?
1976.
19.
Yeah, they didn't. That wasn't the
Oh
most
man,
financially
and they don't even
prudent
use it
Olympics
anymore,
you'll have.
right?
It's going under renovation because they
Yes.
do it for conventions and stuff.
Oh,
so they
because
do
they
that,
have the
and we'll see
weird
if the
glass roof and stuff like that, right?
see if the Grey Cup goes there again.
It was supposed to be a retractable roof, so it has that kind of viewing deck, that what do we call that, tower above it, and it holds the roof. But now they're building a new style roof in there.
Are they?
Yeah, I've looked at I read the articles on it.
Oh, weird. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was open air for a while. Then they put the roof on it. Then the roof fell apart. Then they had to put a new roof on it, and it
Looks
wasn't
like a Looney Tunes spaceship.
the technology to retract. It wasn't really that sound. The engineering behind it, and so yeah, they really screwed up basically.
Yeah, I remember years ago. I remember an Expos game was rain delayed, but the roof it wasn't as retractable anymore.
That's
and
right.
It's just like that. Yeah, it's just leaking. So there was a rain delay because
Yeah.
it was leaking.
And there was chunks of concrete that were crumbling
Oh,
on the outside, and then on the inside, it was poorly built. It was a really shoddy job. Yeah.
it looks like an interesting building, but
It
I wonder
does.
how many of those though, like, just not even just sports facilities, but like buildings that were built quick to meet their timeline. Well, you look even here, the New Valley, the columns or whatever.
Yeah,
the
those
beams
really-
that cracked.
That was
boy.
terrible. Yeah.
Yep. And then now on the south side, I drive by it every day. The new construction for it to be extended from Sherwood Park out to Chappelle. Mm-hmm. They're 4 stops or whatever. It's supposed to be done by 2027. I'm like, yeah, let's wait until 29 and see what happens.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a bridge. Was it the Groat Road Bridge where they installed it and it like buckled?
Oh, I don't remember. I just know there was a period of time we struggled with bridges.
Yeah, that was
And
part
then we
of it.
got things that weren't delivered for the Walterdale from like Korea or something. There was issues with that
Yeah,
one.
brilliant. Brilliant.
Hopefully we've crossed that bridge.
Jeez.
Get out of here,
Oh,
Gene.
okay, I'm leaving, guys. No, there was some good puns from Gene yesterday. What was it? He was him and Bob were talking about it was Friends Night in St. Louis, and Gene was like, "Oh, like have you watched any of the Friends show?" And Bob was like, "Oh no, okay, whatever." They go to break and they pan out to look at the gateway or the arch or whatever in St.
Yes.
Louis, and they're like, "Well, you can tell Bob and I aren't arch rivals." And then I went to break. That was so
there you go.
good. I love it. Oh, it's better than watching the game. Like I just watch a whole show with Gene. If
I liked
could.
Friends. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed Friends when it was on.
I didn't
It was
ever watch
okay.
it.
I've watched some of the episodes since. It's still decent.
I don't even think
It's
I
a
can
little
name
more
character.
at points though. You look at Roger McTee's he's very toxic. But it was fun. Matthew Perry was great as Chandler.
Yeah.
Great
It was
actor.
very popular.
Friends and How I Met Your Mother were the 2 shows I didn't really give much.
How I Met Your Mother was fun. It was
Yeah.
a good show until like the last couple seasons, and like the last season is basically just one location for Robin and Barney's wedding, and then there's so many different ways they could have done that. But that was a fun show. I like the theory that Ted is telling the kids about everything because like Ted is awful. He's an awful person too. But he makes Barney sound worse to make him look better. That's the one fan theory out there, that he overdoes what Barney, he over-explains what parties, so it doesn't look like these kids being like, Dad, you slept with how many people? Like, in your hunt for mom, and why are you telling him about all these people you slept with, Dad?
Oh yeah, because that's how it was. Yeah, that's how it.
The whole story is
show.
about Ted, future Ted, telling his kids how he met his mother. but he goes through like all of his
It's a pretty long
relationships.
Story. Yeah, it could have been.
and he explains all the women he sleeps with and then does wrong or all these things and just does all that. And it's like, okay, that like you could have probably just went to the part of the mother.
Yeah, it would have been a 3-episode series.
But to make him look better too is he says all the bad stuff Barney does and he embellishes how bad Barney is to make himself look a little better. That is a fan theory.
That's a deep
I love
dive,
those
and
fan theories
I can
and
appreciate that. Show is pretty clever too. Here's a good one. I like this text, 780-218-9999. Sorry to bring back the grammar police topic, but I just heard an excellent example. Good versus well. Good is an adjective. Well is an adverb. He is playing well versus he is playing good. Again, quick is an adjective. Quickly is the adverb. Built quickly, not built quick. I like it. I'm here for it.
I'm going to forget.
And I'm probably guilty of one of those, so.
I'm guilty of many of those. I won't lie.
I try to be good. I try.
That's all we can do. Just do our best.
Well,
right?
and be mindful of it would be appreciated.
Yeah. Keep notes, and I've plenty.
What else
of
do you
notes,
got on
actually.
there?
Yeah, he grabbed that and he's bringing it up, so there's something.
All right, let's go. I
Okay.
like that you noticed that.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
I
he
would-
picked it up and he was looking at it.
Yeah,
So
I
he
know.
wants-
It's a bit-
what
well,
would you like to talk about?
okay, well, Connor McDavid, fourth youngest player all time to reach 1,100 points. Gretzky first in 464 games. Lemieux 550 games to reach 1,100 points. Bossy in 725. McDavid in 726. Stasny right behind him at 793.
Stasny, I think,
amazing.
was a bit older when he came here.
I believe you're right.
Yeah.
That's too bad. It's 2 away from beating Bossy.
Mike Bossy's an unreal player. He doesn't,
I know,
doesn't
but
get enough love.
because it was one different.
Yeah, one game.
Yeah, so 2
before the time.
games. Yeah, it's too bad that he couldn't. He was that close to being third on the list.
Yeah,
Make the podium.
Lemieux and well,
It is very impressive when you think about the game that is hockey
man.
versus the game that hockey. Then to get to that level,
Yeah.
that number, that soon in this day and age.
well. When you compare, like for how crazy Wayne Gretzky is, his first 464 games, or even less than that, it was 400 something to reach 100 or 1,000 points. Excuse me, to reach his next 1,000, it was still like top 10 to get to 1,000 points, just from point 1,001 to 2,000. Like to look at those and to compare those numbers. I was also curious because McDavid, like the assist to goal ratio is unbelievable. And I tried to compare it to previous seasons. So he has 3 goals, 16 assists, 19 points in 14 games played. That's on pace for just over, well, we're just going to round it down to 17 goals and 93 assists. Joe Thornton was the easily comparable for Connor McDavid. In 06-07, Thornton in 82 games had 22 goals, 92 assists for 114 points.
He was good.
Yeah, he had
a long
quite
time.
a few seasons where he wouldn't score a lot, but he just rack up those assists easy.
McDavid has a way better shot than Joe Thornton did. He's just, well, Thornton didn't bother to shoot. He just looked for his guys to set up. Like Jonathan Chichu had, 56 goals in 1 year?
He was unbelievable.
Yeah, 05-06.
Always at Patty Marlowe.
Yeah, Marlowe was there. Pavelski and
yes.
Couture in later years. Yeah.
Your Cards won yesterday.
I know.
How good does that feel?
Well, you can ask Benny because I was kind of cheering against them because of the free bet that I used EST Sports yesterday. They owned the Cowboys. Like the defense held up really well. And they took Jacoby Brissett owned the Cowboys defense. The Cowboys
great.
defense is awful. Jacoby Brissett, whenever they needed a big play, he'd make it. And then Marvin Harrison Jr. is starting to really ascend to like star to superstar. I mean, eventually he'll
Career
get to
high in
superstar
receptions.
status. Yeah, you're going to need to be a better team and get into some playoff games to get that superstar recognition. But man, he's excellent. And so pleasantly surprised, disappointed I didn't win the free bet. You want that easy money, but you know what? It's just money in the end. But the win is huge.
Hey,
so.
it evens it out though, right? Your team wins, but
the hedge
you
bet.
lose it. Yeah.
The hedge bet.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Yeah.
You win, your team won, that's great. But if they lost, you won money.
And then I
It's the
still
hedge
won on the grandest parlay, so it was okay. It ends a losing streak. This season has gone off the rails a little bit due to last minute losses and some lack of execution with the Cardinals. But it's funny to go into Dallas and do it on a Monday night and kind of show up the Cowboys. So maybe the Oilers will do it tonight against the Stars and make it a tough couple of days in Big D.
Did you chirp DVD at all? 'Cause
No,
he's a Cowboys fan.
No, he knows better. I don't want to. Plus, his team is better, but no.
Well, 3-5-1 versus 3-5.
5, yeah.
So the Cards have a game in hand here. If the Cards go win that game in hand, they're the better team.
Which is incredible.
Congratulations, Philadelphia Eagles, for winning the NFC East, though. 6-2. Dallas is 3-5-1. Washington's 3-6. Going to be no Jaden Daniels. Giants are 2-7. This will be the first time, because I'm just going to call it. I'm going to make the declaration there that the Eagles are going to win this.
They can just coast to the division win.
First time the NFC East will have back-to-back champs since the early 2000s when the Eagles did it. Every year since in the last 20 years, whoever won one year did not win it the next year. It was constant change division leaders. But the first time since the early 2000s, we'll have back-to-back division champ of the NFC East. That's not even close. Although, the NFC is a wild one because it's like you have 5 teams at 2 losses, and then 3 teams at 3 losses.
Wow.
Like it's ridiculous. There's 10 teams that are 500 or better in the NFC. There are 8 teams that are 500 or better in the AFC. Like there's a clear, like there's some bad teams. Like the Raiders, the Browns, the Dolphins, the Jets, the Titans, the Saints, the Giants. This year it's going to be the Commanders, just where they're going. I don't know what to make of the Cowboys or the Falcons. Then they have the Cowboys and the Cardinals. Just no offense, but not good.
No, none taken.
And then you got everyone else. But like it's clear, like you have the haves, you have the have-nots. There's not much of that middle ground. Let's go in there.
That Jaden Daniels injury was nasty.
Yeah, and then Dan Quinn took responsibility for overplaying him or for the injury.
Yeah, but I don't know.
His arm twisting.
That one screen grab of it just looked nasty. Feel bad for him. Oh well.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully he's not out too long because it's just a dislocation, right?
Yeah, and that's on his non-throwing arm, but still,
that's
a bad injury. Anyway, I mean, Kyler Murray, whatever. Jacoby Brissett.
He's the man now.
Well, it was you and Huss talking about it, and Huss made a point. I was listening, and Huss is like, there really hasn't been much of a drop-off from Kyler Murray to Jacoby Brissett. And I was like, yeah, no, that's a good point. That is very telling.
Ooh.
Very telling. One guy's making $40 million, the other guy probably a couple million, so.
Well, he's bounced around a lot, Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, from the
Pats,
Patriots.
He's a Colts.
Yep. Dolphins, Browns, Washington, back to the Pats, and then Arizona.
He was always a decent starting quarterback.
Yeah. He have a good time, a couple of good stretches with Indy, right?
Yeah. He's a guy that if you're telling me that Jacoby Brissett's going to be backup quarterback, I'd be like, that's good. I'll take that. If my quarterback went down, I could trust Jacoby Brissett to go and be competent and do better than average or at times maybe.
Yeah.
I think he's a solid backup at the very least. I don't know if I'd want him as my starter, but
worked last night. Somehow
beat the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, he took advantage of a really crappy defense that they could not make a stop to save their lives.
Well, that was the thing that Huss said. Like, wait, who's the? He's like, the Bengals have the worst defense. And we got into the Monday. And he's like, yeah, if there's one team that might challenge the Bengals for worst defense, it is the Cowboys defense.
Very fair.
So
that defense sucks.
Was it Chase Brown just getting fired up after the game, losing in that last play? It was 47-42. They lost this weekend, and he was just getting so pissed about it. He's like, so we actually find offense. We're able to get points on the board, but the defense can't make that one play. Just can't kill the ball. That's essentially what he said. It's just like, man.
I like when guys pop off like that.
Yeah.
It's the drama of Sundays.
That's what the Oilers need.
Yeah.
Not to that extent.
Yeah, I mean,
but
football's a little bit different, but I know
There's
what you
a lot
mean.
more personality in football. Overall.
And willingness to share.
Yeah. And sometimes when it's not needed, or asked for, but
Stir that pot.
yeah, all the
Stir
time.
that pot.
That's what as much like I'm a hockey guy through and through, but for other sports that I'm not as interested in, or I guess just getting into more, following that drama and those storylines are just so great. Like
Yeah.
the human aspect of it, that's what I always go back to. When you turn it, say, to the Jays and all of Canada getting behind Toronto's team.
Thank you.
Most of Canada.
Most
all of
most of Canada.
It's not. I
Excuse
can name
me.
a lot
Yes.
of Canadians that.
Yeah, a lot
I've-
of
a few.
Yeah.
It's not all of Canada. Let's be real. It's
I know,
most of
majority.
Canada. It is
Yeah.
most of Canada. But it's not all of Canada.
I know a lot of Mariners fans, and I know a Yankees fan.
I
as
know
well.
Dodgers fans.
Red Sox fans in the Maritimes.
Dean Millard's a Dodgers fan. I believe Cam Moon's
Yeah,
a Dodgers fan.
I ran into him actually. He
Cameron
was
is a
wearing
Dodgers
the
fan.
Dodgers uni. Or
I don't know if Jamie Thomas is a Dodgers fan.
oh,
Can't remember. Yes, yeah,
It was-
well, Gager's looking for a team, but yeah, I was just.
he's
gonna-
looking
like,
for
there
a
was
team. Why is he
level-
looking for a team? Go on the Jays.
The Diamondbacks
That's
are
what we have to do.
accepting everybody right now for the
I
fan
hope
base.
so. To
Yeah.
play? Oh,
No, they're an
No,
okay
yeah,
team.
yeah,
It's
they're
just
okay, yeah.
Fan base
that's
is a
the
little.
Athletics that'll take anybody.
Well, the Athletics are a mess.
Yeah, they are.
They're going to play a few games in Summerlin next year. I think there's 2 or 3 series that are going to be played in the AAA ballpark just outside of Vegas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Try to get used to the market. Allow their
Right.
future fan base
Yeah.
to come cheer
Plant
them
some
on.
seeds.
Like, imagine if they win a World Series next year. Just that, I know it's not going to happen, but a hypothetical. Does Sacramento come out for that parade? Does Sacramento what
Does
do we
Vegas
do here?
come out for that parade?
And like, do they move the games for playoffs?
or they play him out of
Salem Field. Or no, that's in Buffalo. I have been to the ballpark in Sacramento because the Condors played an outdoor game there.
Oh,
It's actually pretty nice. Like it's a nice AAA ballpark. It's a bit more like up to date than Telus, Remax Field is here. Same era, mid '90s, but
okay, yeah.
I think they upgraded it to MLB standards. But yeah, the Sacramento show up for that.
Yeah, Athletics were 11 games back to the playoffs, so they need a little jump. I'm actually going to cheer for the Athletics next year because I want to see what happens should they make a playoffs. Like, are we just playing in Sacramento? Are we moving those? Like, if they they win that first round and they're part of the divisional series, we still playing in a small ballpark? Are we moving that? Like, what?
Well, what about Tampa? They're playing in a single A ballpark, George Steinbrenner Field or whatever.
But that was due to nature.
roof. Yes.
Mother
Yeah.
Nature came in, and then it sounds like they're on track. They'll be back next year.
Nice.
Does sound like that's going to happen. So that was out of their control. Athletics they chose this. They said we're going. This is exactly what they went with.
Screw you, Oakland. We're going to Vegas in 4 years. We're going to go in Sacramento for a couple.
Like I now just want to know. I now want
Uh.
the Athletics to make the playoffs next year. I didn't think about that at all this year.
It's
'Cause
ridiculous.
They're also just trash, so I'm not expecting them to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But like, I want that magical run. I want them in the playoffs, and I want them to go on a bit of a run in the playoffs just to see how baseball handles this.
I was in Oakland, 2017 Oilers playoffs. The baseball season had started, so we ended up getting tickets to like 3 or 4 games. And I liked the A's when they were affiliated with the Trappers and they had some good players. And that was the start of like the Moneyball era where the A's were getting better and they had talent, all this stuff. So there was a connection there. And I would play as them in MVP Baseball 2005. And I remember walking around the stadium being like, this place sucks. Like, it looked like 1968 with like a fresh coat of paint. It was dingy. It smelled weird. It was dangerous outside of the stadium. And then I also like going, if I'm at a ballpark, I like getting like a souvenir, like a hat or something to be like, I was there, a t-shirt, whatever. I go into the team store and I'm like, oh God, these uniforms are beautiful. The green and gold, the history behind it. Just get a hat. And I go and I look at the hat. I'm holding my size. And I was just like, no, for some reason, I was just turned off by it. It's like, screw it. I don't want
Just the
this.
hat or like the atmosphere you're in.
They didn't want to give
all
them the
of it.
money.
And like, it was shoddy ownership then. They were battling with Oakland to get a new stadium. It's just all the allure of the A's had died for me.
The
And I was
second
like,
you step, yeah.
I'm done. I don't want this.
Ah, jeez.
Including fixed seats, lawn, and standing room. They have a capacity of 14,000 at Sutter Health Park
That's the one.
in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Or Suter. I don't know which one it is. I'm
I think
assuming
it's
Sutter. That's why, like, I want to see this in the playoffs.
Madness.
Like, because Remax Field
9,400 or something.
is just something like that.
Yeah, just
Without,
shy of
and that's
10,000.
with, so Remax Field is 9,200. Sutter Health Park without those lawn seating and standing is only 10,600. So
Yeah.
basically, we're talking a little bit more of a glorified Remax Field hosting a playoff game.
They have a second deck of suites up top.
I want this. I want this. I
That
wanna
would be
see it.
hilarious to see, yeah. Well, because 62,000 people were there watching the game in Toronto?
Yeah, what are the what are the attendance? Like, what are the MLB
I think
Was it LA that has
capacities?
more
LA's
capacity?
one of the biggest. Toronto, I think the capacity was reduced when they redid the seats and the big renovation that they did. I think it's somewhere around 40,000, maybe just
Yeah,
below.
according to
Right,
Wikipedia, of list of ballparks by capacity, Toronto's just over 39,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I
I'm
heard
assuming
more.
there's ways to get a little bit more that
Yeah.
announced those a little bit higher.
Yeah. But ballparks now have gone from like the mega structures that were dual purpose of the 70s and 80s to smaller, more intimate. I think like 35,000 is like the sweet spot to 45,000 for baseball.
This is great. So this is a list of ballparks ordered by capacity, and it includes like other, like it has Japanese ballparks, Taiwan
sweet.
ballparks.
Yeah,
The
there we
funny
go.
part of this article, though, is currently all baseball parks with a capacity of 20,000 or more are included on this list, which means where the Athletics have their home games is not included on a list right now of ballparks by capacity.
Nice.
And they rank 90 of them. That's what they're playing right now in a place that's below 90. Give me that in the playoffs. I just want that now. I never thought I'd want something like that, but that's what I want.
You love chaos and madness. Like that.
Omaha, who hosts the College World Series, they have a capacity of 24,500.
Some of those AAA ballparks are beautiful. The one in Oklahoma City is great. Nashville has a really nice one. The one in Summerlin, where the A's are going to play a couple series next year, it's super nice. It's new, but it's not that big. But there are some of those ballparks that are AAA parks that are, you're like, wow, this is like, they're beautiful. They're really well done.
That's the worst to go to a venue where you know it's not good. Like I'd imagine when you went to go see the Athletics play, like
Oh, it
you
sucked.
said it sucked. But
Horrible.
even the second you show up, you're like, wow, I feel bad for the players.
Yeah.
Like having to play here
Yeah.
They
instead.
had raw
it smelled
sewage come
weird.
back. They had a lot of raw sewage
Oh.
backups in the dugouts
Yeah.
in the last few years. I love those
It,
stories. It's just awful.
Oh,
like, you know, on the inside of the stadium where they have like the big signs in ballparks, like, you know, you see a Dodger Stadium and all that, like it's big, I don't know, like posts that hold like ads basically.
right. Yeah.
They had those at the Oakland Coliseum, and like facing the inside, the signs were new and updated and well lit. But then you go on the outside of the ballpark and you can see like holes in the aluminum or aluminium, as our British friends would say.
Yes.
And you're like, wow, that thing hasn't been touched in years. It's like, why would they they'd put signage on the inside, but they wouldn't fix the housing around it that people could see from the street when they walk by the stadium. We didn't
Yeah.
want to walk on the street by that stadium, to be honest with you, but like there was like stuff like, and like the seats for football when they switched to football when the Raiders were there, those just sat in the back corner of the parking lot.
No.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
know the extent of how it just.
And there were encampments around there underneath the train tracks, and you're just like, oh,
Not an
okay,
overall great
hello.
sight.
What's up, Oakland?
I think that's like that adds to it because it's going to be placed in a city. You want it to look good on the outside as well. And I know as it ages, you got to
Maybe just want to maintain it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Well, it's like Northlands, like how it's starting to,
Deteriorate?
eventually it's
Yeah.
getting taken down, which
The Coliseum.
sort of.
Because Northlands is still nice.
Sorry, yeah.
Expo
no,
Center
I'm
is
thinking-
good.
They went through massive renovations. not too
Yeah,
long ago.
but like I don't know what's going on with the old racetrack. I know they still kind of use it for some festivals and stuff.
They stopped that now, didn't they?
Did they really?
I think because
they don't
that,
use the infield.
that was the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, they moved that to Kingsman for the last
Kingsman,
couple of
yeah.
years. I don't know of anything that goes there right now. Oh, no, there was a rock festival there this year.
Okay.
There's Rock Fest.
Yeah.
That was at that spot.
The casino's gone, and there's no racing. Obviously, I think the stables they moved all the
those are torn
horses
down.
out of the
Those were torn down a few years ago now.
They do fireworks there sometimes. I think for K-Days.
Nice.
Right over.
Well, K-Days still happens.
Well, yeah, you have the 11 o'clock fireworks at K-Days.
Yeah. Well, just
They had a drone show this year. I never went to go see that.
it was weird. I didn't know it was a drone show. Like they did a couple fireworks.
Those are neat.
I find them fascinating. They're actually really cool.
Yeah. At the last Stamps game of the year, one of the candidates for council or mayor did a drone show right outside the stadium. And at first I was like, oh, did the Stamps plan this? And I look at all the Stamps people on the sidelines and they're looking up. They're like, what the hell is going on? And it turned out to be one of the candidates for council.
Yeah, it was caused a little bit of an uproar, though.
Vote for.
Yeah.
Actually,
But it's like the Stamps weren't approving of this, and
Yeah.
it's happening, and they're like, "Well, no, you can't." Like,
It was
and they're getting
during
blamed.
the
People are
game.
like, "Why are you jumping in politics?" They're like, "We're not."
It was during the game.
Jeez.
And it was, I'm like, this is cool. Did they plan this? I'm like, why are you doing it in the third quarter? Why not after the game? And it was somebody running for council or mayor or whatever.
Probably not the right move by them to do that.
You couldn't not notice it.
Well, but is that a good thing though? Like during the game, I guess maybe.
It's distracting.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the Jays game at the Oilers game.
It's impolite.
Oilers have made a move.
Oh,
Activated from IR. Alec Regula.
There you go.
nice.
Boom. Just announced.
Savior,
So does Emberson come out of the lineup?
probably.
Even though his play's been solid, but that's good to have.
He's
that
been
depth up
okay.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see how Regula does. Not to say he's looked good in the limited reps that he's gotten, as you outlined. But it's something different, a little bit bigger. Looked good in the
Maybe
first
he
game in a
becomes
bit. You
regular. A Regula. Yeah.
get out of here. Leave. Just leave.
Today for you, Zach.
Just leave.
By the way, GCL Diesel Ulstrom pregame show today, 5 o'clock, is Tommy and Benny. We'll get you set for Oilers
shorter
and
day
the Stars. They'll also have the post-game show for you coming up. We have Lock Shop. We got two guys in goalie today, EST Afternoons, and the Reed Wilkins show with Jay Milne until 5 o'clock. As the Oilers will then come home. They're off for a few days, but they'll come home for Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, when the Avs come to town.
That is correct.
But they get the Stars tonight. If you want to look at what's happening at Play Alberta, I haven't checked this yet. I should have had this open before I went there.
Oh yeah, for sure, bud.
You're just crushing it today.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. on fire.
The Edmonton Oilers tonight are plus 103 on the money line. So the Stars are the favorites going into this one.
They're finally dogs.
Oh,
They've been favorites pretty much every game this year.
Dusty's early bird bet of the day. Oilers to win money line. Nugent Hopkins 1+ point. That is boosted to plus 178, by the way, if you're looking at that one. The official drink of the EST Hangout is the Finnish Long Drink Legend of 1952. A drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment, real liquor. Longdrink.com/Ken is where you can enter your postal code and find a liquor store and establishment nearest you with the long drink in stock.
what?
I don't think there's much else happening in sports tonight. Oh, there's Champions League today. Actually, you want a number?
What about the NBA Cup? That's
They said that'll soon. Liverpool, Real Madrid playing today. I saw a stat today that they're expecting worldwide they'll have like a 700 million people viewership.
Jeez.
700 million. Wow.
You've got,
Yeah,
that's Champions League action. You've got two of the biggest clubs with like the biggest followings going up at it, and it's a global audience, and they get big numbers. Like Liverpool, Real Madrid today at 1 o'clock. It's that's going to be a high viewership that just because of how many fans there are of both those clubs.
pulling for LT squad. Liverpool, right? Is a
He's
Liverpool
a
fan?
Liverpool fan.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Yes. He was very upset a couple weeks ago how in the Champions League his squad wasn't doing too good.
They lost
dropped a
4
few
straight in the
games,
Premier League.
which is like which tried to explain it to me. It was essentially it never happened to this team before. Like it's an oddity. Like whole it's like you're a chicken with your head cut off running around. The reaction from some of the fans that they were in a slump like that for such a storied franchise. I was like, cool. Yeah.
You think could tough be a hockey coach sometimes. They won the league title last year, and there was already talk this year of like it wasn't that far, but should their coach get sacked because they were playing poor at the
Wow.
stretch there. That's how quickly it goes. We have 2 NCAA football games as well. Just
Sick.
for those that care. What conference is this one? I always want to make sure. Is this Maction today? Better be Maction. It is Maction.
Action in action.
You've got Akron and UMass. You got Miami, Ohio, and Ohio. Both those going today. Boom.
Miami, Ohio.
Miami, Ohio. That's right. We're in that part where there was a football game every day until like the beginning of December or something like that, late October, November. It's great.
So I was looking at some NCAA names like, well, there's the Miami Hurricanes and stuff like that. Wyoming's team is just Wyoming, right? Like they don't have an
I thought they're the
actual team.
Cowboys.
Are they the Cowboys?
So it's Wyoming
Yeah,
Cowboys.
they have like a
some video.
bronking buck as
Am I-
their logo. Even I know that.
It's got to be
Yeah, Wyoming Cowboys football.
Wyoming Cowboys. Well, then don't
Who
believe everything you see on the internet.
Who was
folks.
he was a top draft pick from Wyoming? Who was that? Which player?
Josh Allen?
Was it Josh Allen?
Unless
Yeah,
I'm
Josh
thinking-
Allen
yeah,
was there.
yeah,
That's who it was. I get him and where he went to school with Josh Rosen confused.
Well,
Josh Rosen, what could have been.
Just huge bust.
Yep. He was on the Elks
Neg list?
neg list for
Was
a
he?
bit. Yeah.
Did the Colts just get Sauce Gardner?
Sauce.
Sauce.
Wow, Jets are trading Sauce Gardner to the Colts. That's a big move.
What time is the trade
He's a
deadline
top
today?
cornerback. NFL trade deadline. I always feel like it's like 3 Eastern.
1 p.m. Mountain.
The NFL trade deadline today is 4 Eastern,
2.
2 our time. So halfway through EST afternoons will be the trade deadline for the NFL. That's a huge deal, Sauce Gardner going. Well, it's a shame for Jets fans. Sorry, Clausen. Sorry, Michaud. Team's just bad
you
again.
Sorry?
For them, I am. For them personally, yes. For the Jets overall, no. It's both. I feel bad for them, but I don't feel bad for the Jets.
Yeah. The human aspect of okay. You don't want to see them in pain, but you don't.
Yeah, I don't want to
Jets
see them in
are-
pain,
yeah.
but also don't want the Jets to do well. So it's like that
No.
world that you live in.
There's not many
they
Jets
expect that,
fans
I
I
think,
know
right now.
besides, Clausen, and now I know Mark Michaud is one as well.
Who else?
I don't like their jerseys at all.
Jets fan?
Just trying to think of it. You don't like the Jets jerseys?
They kind of did the modern look for a few years, and then they went to more of a traditional look recently. They look like the Saskatchewan Roughriders to me with white helmets.
Grey Cup, by the way, today sold out officially.
Nice.
They announced
Nice.
that, which is a nice move.
Good stuff.
So,
What's
We'll
the
see.
full capacity for?
Princess Auto?
Yes.
It's like 33,000. Sometimes they expand it. I don't know if they're doing it this year.
I don't think they, like, with these new stadiums, I don't think they've built for the expansion.
I think they added seats one year for the Grey Cup there.
In Princess Auto?
Yeah.
In 15?
Yeah.
Because they would have only hosted that year. It says the capacity is 32,343. I just don't know where you would expand.
I think in the end zone.
No, because it's fully wrapped.
Yeah, I know. Same as Saskatchewan, but
Well, are you
have
excited
to-
to go see lowercase MGK for the halftime?
Is that how it is? Is it all
It's all
lowercase?
lowercase. Yeah.
why did he make it
It was
lowercase?
36.
I'm not sure. Actually, I don't even know what MGK stands for.
Machine Gun Kelly.
You didn't know
Oh, yeah,
Machine
wait,
Gun
no,
Kelly?
Wait, no.
You knew that.
I knew
Right,
that.
let's rewind here.
Okay,
Yeah, I knew.
well,
Can't
let's
take
forget
that
that part.
before,
What
yeah.
part? What were you gonna say then?
No, I didn't know why
Okay.
it was lowercase, but yeah.
Because he wants to stand out. I think I saw on
Everyone
Twitter
does
yesterday.
it.
He's having a tough time selling tickets
Really?
for his tour right now.
He's supposed to be here.
December.
Yeah.
He's here in December.
Yeah. My
But I
buddy.
think his tour is having a little like it's pretty. There's a lot of open seats.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
Well, I had one buddy who's enjoys MGK's music and has asked me not once but twice now if I'd be willing to go with him or wanting to go, and I wouldn't even want somebody to buy me a free ticket to go.
Really?
MGK,
What
to be honest with you?
turns you off about MG? I'm not a Machine
I
Gun
just-
Kelly guy. I don't really know. So
It's some of his music is quite out there. Like he's a talented musician, but he goes too much all over the place. And there hasn't really been one song or one album. Not that I've really fully explored all of his music, but nothing has stuck out to me from him other than the fact that he was destroyed by Eminem. which I thought
That
was
was a
good
long
beef.
time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was like 2018 or
And
something,
he stopped
2019.
rapping after that. He just went more into
Went
the.
with rock and alt or
There's
whatever.
a decent amount of tickets here in Edmonton still available. And
And
that
that
concert's
just tells me
December
all I need to
1st.
know.
Where's he playing?
There.
Rogers.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't want to zoom out too much because then I lose the map part of this. But
Oh wow.
like the lower bowl at the back,
Yeah.
there's a lot.
Yeah.
And then you go upper deck though,
Oh wow.
there's a bunch of tickets there.
Yee.
What can we get in for right now? This ticket, one of these tickets is $53. Okay, an upper bowl ticket's not bad at $53. What's a lower bowl ticket kind of going for?
90 or
The official platinum's only $218.
only.
Whatever that means. Well, for concerts these
Is that
days, I'll say
angry?
218 is not bad for where I was clicking. $103 for a lower bowl ticket.
That's not terrible, actually.
A floor ticket's $103. That's actually well
Oh
priced.
yeah.
Well, I figured the ticket sales were just going to be an issue for that, but no. Okay, that's just people don't want to go see him,
Well,
or
somebody
they don't have the money because everything else has cost so much.
Somebody brought that up the other day at a bar. I was having a beverage, and they said it feels like now, after all the of the summer and all the events and the concerts that came through and the Oilers playoff run, it seems like now it's finally caught up to everyone, and they're kind of, instead of going out on a Friday, Saturday night, they're staying in because, you know what, maybe save up a little bit of money. And
Well, back-to-back Oilers long playoff runs.
Yeah.
People went to, if they didn't go to games, they were going to bars, possibly spending money. Catches up to you.
yeah.
And especially when things are just more expensive right now to buy things, that's going to catch up to you. Now, so it's fascinating just to see who's going to suffer or be the losers in the end, or who's going to take the hit for the fact that all that money was spent for things like the Oilers or
Well, in
the
this
things that
example-
now concerts is a big one. There's a lot of artists that have canceled tours. There's a lot of weaker shows because people are spending money for the Taylor Swifts of the world.
Sure.
And they'll still get theirs, just like the Oilers will still get theirs if they make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But it's the everyone else then that will suffer because it's like, okay, well, I spent, $600 to go to Taylor Swift. I don't know if that's a good price or not. I don't
Right.
know. But I don't, back in the
That'd be a
day,
steal.
it was like you'd only spend $150, $200 for that concert. So you can go to 3 concerts for that price. But now it's okay, I'm going to one because I went to that one concert. I'm now not going to these other concerts.
Yeah.
That's why I hope that, some of the bands and things that I enjoy, they stay a little bit smaller.
You don't want them to
Where-
blow up. Yeah.
Yeah, where it doesn't
Or-
happen like that.
I think it's the Live Nation guy. I don't say this lightly. Like some people deserve a little bit of a smack in the face. He's one.
The head of Live Nation.
I think it was Live Nation. I don't think it was the head of Ticketmaster. It's one of the two. I don't know which one it is, but they said ticket pricing it could still go higher.
Come on.
Did you guys not see this?
no, was this
Oh,
recently?
wow.
This is like just a couple weeks ago.
That's absurd, man.
It was one of those where everyone's
Yeah.
like, "Go screw yourself."
like when Metallica.
Oh,
I was-
Live Nation CEO a month ago says concert price tickets are quote underpriced.
What?
They are doing you a favor
way.
with those pricing.
No,
people.
they are not.
They
That's
are
what
doing
they
you a
always
favor.
say. It's how they make money.
So
Sounds like
tickets
someone
are
who's out of touch.
underpriced for concerts right now.
Out of touch.
Oh boy. Yeah. Well, even when Metallica came here, like I wasn't even gonna go, but my buddy bought me a ticket so kindly. So I went, and I wanted to go both nights because I enjoy Metallica that much, but I wasn't gonna pay the absurd prices for that. Then weekend came, I skipped that. So me being cheap, I didn't dish out that money. So, well, I guess also in the saving money aspect that you brought up, yeah, Christmas right around the corner and stuff like that.
Ah, yes.
Save up for more Oilers.
Well, it's part of it.
Maybe
It's save
those
up for
going
the
out for
next
Jays
run
games?
that's coming up. El Presidente, how are concert tickets underpriced? Because Live Nation says so. And you will be appreciative of Live Nation, El Presidente,
You be
giving you those
thankful.
cheap. You are going to be thankful to them saving you money with the price of those concert tickets. They could charge you more
Yeah, you're going to
But they
want to pay
don't.
them more money.
because they're being so kind to you.
So kind.
That's how dicks.
Richards.
Oh, man. I've been to a few cheap concerts, so like surprisingly, there's been artists that I thought would be a lot more expensive that weren't, and I
Hey,
was so thankful for
I'm
it.
surprised Foos, those ones, like it's only $80 to get in
Nice.
for the cheapest that I saw. I'm intrigued what AC/DC pricing will be.
Yeah, it's going to be a loss, man.
I don't know if it will be. I think we're gonna. I'm hoping it's probably gonna be along those Foo Fighter lines. They're not that same band. Coop, thanks for coming in earlier today.
Good job, Coop.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate this.
Good notes.
Appreciate you guys.
Excellent work. Lock Shop coming up next. 2 guys and a goalie. EST Afternoons. Reed Wilkins Show with JML. GCLD's Ulstrom pre and post game shows. That's all come here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta. Thank you to everyone for tuning in to the Hangout, brought to you by Sentinel Storage, Canada storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider by Canadian. On behalf of Coob, Tommy, Matt, thanks for tuning in to the Hangout right here on EST. Lock Shop in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Look at this. Let's go.
There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola with here. Joining us today,